Helen Grace Chocolate is a California-based chocolate candy retailer and manufacturer that started in 1944. Thank you for your suggestion. Helen Grace's Chocolate opened for business in San Pedro, California in 1944. The company was founded by Bill and Helen Grace. Bill was a shipyard worker who worked in the candy business before World War II as a candy assistant. While most loving husbands would probably go out and buy flowers and candy for their wife on their birthday, Bill took it to the next level. On Helen's 30th birthday in 1944, her husband presented her with a surprising gift, a small San Pedro chocolate shop, instead of the more typical box of chocolates. The story goes that Helen Grace was expecting a box of chocolates as a present and was surprised to be given a whole store instead. Helen Grace worked the counter selling candy to customers while her husband, a shipyard worker by day, made chocolate at night. The tiny store in San Pedro was just 15 feet wide, and it was named after his wife, Helen. The business went well, and they sold everything that he would make. Eventually, they opened a chain of stores and began selling candy to schools for fundraising campaigns that would raise more than $200 million over the years. Within 10 years, the Graces outgrew the San Pedro site and moved to the city of Lakewood, eventually moving the factory to Linwood. In 1963, Helen retired from the day-to-day participation in their business. In the 1960s and 1970s, Helen Grace had around 20 stores across Southern California, but the number declined as the company shifted heavily into fundraising. The couple's son, Jim Grace, would take over and would run the business from the 1970s. Over the years, Helen Grace would become known for its premium chocolate confections, chocolate bars, chocolate candies, and even truffles. For Helen Grace Chocolates, the new opportunities lay in the direction of fundraising when they were approached by the Boy Scouts of America about selling Helen Grace fudge Easter eggs to help the organization raise money. The event was so successful that the Grace family redirected their business towards such ventures. By the 1990s, Helen Grace Chocolates was one of the leading family-owned candy manufacturing and fundraisers. In 1989, W.T. Grace, or Bill Grace, passed away, followed by the company's namesake, Helen Grace, in 2002. The growth of the fundraising business continued unabated, as did the expansion of the retail aim of Helen Grace Chocolates, which increased to 25 stores. Perhaps the most significant change in the company occurred in 2001 when James, who was looking to retire, contacted Robert and David Worth of Greensboro, North Carolina, owners of the Shamrock Corporation, a manufacturer of gift wrap, to find out if they would be interested in acquiring Helen Grace Chocolates. The two companies were an excellent fit for each other since Shamrock Corporation was also a family-owned business with a strong presence in fundraising business also. After the 2001 acquisition by Shamrock, the number of stores began to dwindle, although Helen Grace Chocolates were sold nationwide. In 2014, BBX Capital, a Florida investment firm, purchased the company. At the time of the acquisition, there were 3 locations in Linwood, Long Beach, and Huntington Beach. Today, I've checked around online and many of the locations that they say they're at are now closed. I've even called to find out and all of the numbers have been disconnected. So if you know of any locations that are still around, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. So what do you remember about this place? Leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video below. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.